Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face get ready with me on all Wet n Wild products. Everything, chicken wine. So if you want to see how I got this look and my first impressions on a lot of these products and hear about my rant on a lot of different subjects that have been going on with me lately, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so the first thing I gotta do is tie back my hair. I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild face primer. How have you guys been? Like, I have been so busy with YouTube and trying to get everything like caught up this week. I've been so behind and it's just been freaking crazy. Oh, which something funny, like, ooh, this feels good. It's so funny, like this week, if you guys watched my Bellamy fall ponytail review and tutorial of a thing, which I posted last week. I think I need a little bit more. I kept saying the word fall, and I still do. And my husband thought it was so funny to send me like a YouTube video of someone pronouncing the word fall, and really it's faux. In case you guys watched that video and was like, I wonder if she's saying it right. I wasn't. So, there you go. Now you know how to say the word faux, because it's faux, not fall. But I still think that fall sounds better, so I'm going to continue to say fall. Or wait, faux. Anyway, I've been getting a lot of people commenting on Twitter. I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild foundation. You guys already know I love this one. I also moisturized and did that whole little shebang too before I did that. I figured that's kind of going without saying, but just in case if you were wondering, put it on my neck, put it on my neck. Still not loving this little spatula. Like, look, I'm gonna go flip some hamburgers with it. But anyway, I got a few people like messaging me on Twitter asking about my February favorites video. And those comments were like, what are you talking about? Like in the description box where, you know, people are, you know, trying to get you to like shout out their name or something on your channel. Kind of like responding with the whole story. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to talk about it in my next video, because I personally don't care what strategy you use to get more views or more subscribers or whatever, but don't try to force it on me. Like, I had a certain individual, I'm not going to name them, but they kept constantly, since day one, wanting me to shout out their name on my channel. And I literally had like 2 subscribers. Like, what good is that going to do you? Wanted me to just say their name. And I was like, I was nice at first. I was like, look, I'm not a shout out channel. Sorry, that's just not my thing. And that person just kept up with it and kept up with it, and I'd just delete their comments even after constantly telling them, like, you know what, I don't do this kind of thing. It was like they just couldn't take no for an answer. So eventually, like, I talked about it in my February favorites, and I was like, look, I am not a shout out channel. I will talk about, like, if you recommend a product to me and I end up liking it, I'm gonna most likely 9 times out of 10, unless I just totally forget, I'm going to mention you on my channel and thank the person, you know, for recommending a product to me. But this dude just couldn't take the hint. It was so funny because I got my first dislike on that video. And, I mean, it was just one. I mean, it's no big deal. You can't please everyone. I know that, like, you can't please the world and expect everyone to like you, because that's not going to always be the case. And I get that. And that's gonna happen when you like throw yourself all over the internet and blah blah blah. There's gonna be people that don't like you. It's just funny because I got my first dislike and I was like, wonder who did that. Looked for a Wet n Wild Beauty blender-ish kind of a deal, and I found this one in that same like little aisle with the Wet n Wild products, but I don't think it's an actual Wet n Wild. What I thought was cool about it, it comes with this little case. Like, isn't that cool? So that way you don't just throw it in with the rest of your makeup stuff. Like, I thought that was so cool. And, like, my daughter's constantly trying to eat my sponges. So, yeah, anyway, that was the story behind it, that one. And I honestly, I mean, I don't care. I mean, do what you have to do to get more subscribers, whether it's, like, giveaways, this and that. I mean, that's awesome. Do whatever works for you. But I just don't like, I don't see the point of shouting out random names on my channel. Like, there is some people that are not like in the same niche. I'm sure my husband is going to send me a video on how to pronounce that. But you know what I mean, like in the same like community as you, and I still subscribe to them because I like their videos. This dude, I didn't like his videos. And it was in another language for one. Like, I don't understand your language. I wouldn't be a very good subscriber to you because if I don't like your videos, I'm not going to be able to support them because I'm going to look at it and be like, that's not something I want to watch because it's not my interest. I did have like a little bit of a conversation on one of my videos before I, Frylock, where are you going? Did you just pee on me? It's like, well, you do sub for sub, but you don't do shoutouts. And I was like, okay, for one, it's two different things. At least with sub for sub, I can see somewhat of a point with it because, for one, when you're first starting out, I'm going to try this new MegaGlo dual-ended contour stick. I have never used contouring in a stick form. Half of it's contour and the other side is highlight, so I'm going to give this a try. But anyway, for the sub for sub stuff, like, I can kind of see somewhat of a point to it because when you're first starting out, and like, I did this because I started my channel in November, I believe, and I kind of just sat around and I did have like 6 subscribers, I think, at the time. Like, some people just kind of like randomly found me and subscribed to me, and it wasn't like a sub for sub kind of deal. Like, I think they genuinely just wanted to watch my channel. And this is very waxy. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Ugh. Just kind of waited around, and I was like, what's the point of me sitting around waiting to be famous? Like, it doesn't work that way. And I was like, okay, I need to find some way to get my name out there. So that's when I started, like, finding other YouTubers and, like, doing the sub for sub kind of a deal. But now I'm getting a little bit more, like, smart with it. I'm up to, like, 300 subscribers now, so thank you guys for that. But, I don't know, like, I'm getting more, like, focusing on the people that are in, like, actual, like, my community-ish, and, like, I think I forgot to conceal. But anyway, like, I'm getting more into, like, finding people that are in the same, like, community as me, and I can genuinely tell that they're actually going to, like, help me, and I'm going to help them kind of deal, because if they have similar interests in me, then most likely 9 times out of 10, I'm going to watch their videos in full, and I'm actually going to help them out. This is not blending, like, at all. Ugh. Look for people that are in the other niche, whatever. Just because I like watching other things, and there is other people that I want to support that don't do the same thing as me. So that I like doing. But the sub for sub thing is really getting on my nerves. Like, I don't want people that are genuinely, like, liking my videos and actually want to watch it. All they see in the comments is sub for sub, check out my channel, blah, blah, blah. That gets kind of annoying, and it's like that fine line, like, what do you do, like, do you wait till you get to 1,000 and you stop the sub for sub thing, or, because it's like, it's trying to figure out how are people going to find you, especially with only 300 subscribers. Yes, it's a big deal to me, but in all reality, as YouTube as a whole, 300 is like nothing. So it makes me wonder, like, okay, so do I still sub for sub to get my name out there more, or is that going to bring in, like, actual viewers that don't have, like, make their own videos and watch my channel and be like, oh my gosh, this is like a spam account, I'm not watching it anymore. So that's one of those fine lines that, like, small YouTubers have to figure out, and it's pretty difficult because I don't want to be known as, like, just a sub for sub account, you know? Like, I want to take this seriously and actually, like, grow my channel and become something big, like most of us want to become. Okay, I can already tell I don't like that stick thing. Concealer is just the Photo Focus concealer in their little Photo Focus line, and it is tested under 7 light conditions, just like the foundation. Here we go. This one is in light ivory, even though it kind of did things a little bit backwards here, but that's okay. Ouch, dude, Frylock, your claws, man. Your claws, they hurt. They hurt bad. So let me know, guys, like, in the comments below what you think about that. Like, are you a sub for sub kind of a person? Or you're, like, completely against and be like, no, I'm just kind of, like, just focusing more on my content, and then the subscribers will come. Like, I mean, what are your guys' thoughts and opinions on it? You don't have to tell me, like, your whole, like, YouTube strategy, but just, like, what do you do, like, to get your name out there? Is there, like, a right and wrong way to do it? I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to, like, figure this stuff out, just like you guys, so let me know. I have tried the Wet n Wild powder in this little line, and I absolutely hate it. Like, so I'm not going to set any of this with a powder. I know some of you guys are like, ugh. But in all reality, like, I have normal skin, and in the winter it's, like, normal to dry. So it's really, really difficult, especially for drugstore, for me to find a powder that works for me. So half of the time I don't use powder. And that's what annoys me. Like, a lot of these people, they seem to think that there's like some set list of how you need to do things. Like, you have to use primer, you have to use a setting spray. Like, no. It's about doing what you want to do the way you want to do it. I'm probably am better off using a powder to set all my stuff. And if I was going on the red carpet, I probably would. But not today, not today. I'm going in with a Wet n Wild Ombre blush. This one is in the Princess Diaquiries. I like Diaquiries. I'm not much of a blush person. A lot of them, especially drugstores, are way too pink for me. Or they're just like way too pigmented and they don't blend out very well. So I usually just kind of bronze and then just ditch the blush, honestly. He's had a rough lizard night. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. This is actually the Wet n Wild blush brush. I think this is, it drives me nuts when companies don't write the names of their stuff on there. And I should have swatched this first, honestly. I don't know how pinky this is going to be. Hi. Oh, that's pretty. That's really subtle. I like it. So far, I really like it. Nice. This is the only brow mabob thing that I found for the Wet n Wild. I assume they make more stuff, but they didn't have it at the drugstore. So this, for one, this little cap thing is annoying. Like, it will not stay on at all, and I hate it when companies make this, like, cheap crap to cover their products. Like, there's no way you can travel with this, for one, because it's just going to go everywhere. Oh, shoot. Glides on, like, super easy. Like, look at that. That's pretty nice, isn't it? And that was, like, no pressure at all. Brad, look, are you okay back there, bud? Gotta check on you. You worry me. It's just, this is my problem with this thing so far. It's too big. I hate it. Hate it, hate it. When drugstores think that I have, like, I mean, this is a pencil to fill in your mustache. This is ridiculous. For the eyes, I'm going to go in the Wet n Wild Long Lasting Eyeshadow Primer. Yes. A little bit on there. Now, thank you guys. I've had a few people actually, like, message me on Twitter and ask, you know, why I haven't done any eyeshadow tutorials, that they like my eyeshadow in some of my videos, which thank you for that. Even though I feel like sometimes my camera's not really picking up, like, anything. So, thank you. I have a couple cysts on my left eye. I have one, like, up here and one down on my lower lash line. And you guys may have noticed it, like, on some of my thumbnails, because if I wear, like, anything, like, glittery or, you know, shiny of an eyeshadow, of course it's going to highlight it. So, that's been kind of a pain. I was recommended by my family doctor to see this one optometrist. And it was a back and forth thing with them, like, well, you need a recommendation from a doctor. Well, I had one from my family doctor, but no, I need one from an optometrist. So anyway, to save you the long, like, rant, I have to see an optometrist before I see an optometrist. Makes sense, right? You guys for being so patient and very just kind about my eyeshadow. I just don't want to creep you guys out. It's nothing, like, gross, like, stuff coming out of it, you know, but it's just a big bump on my eye and it's annoying. Nothing's wrong with my eye, okay? Nothing. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Cream Brulee. I really like this one. It was in my February favorites video. But I'm sure, like, if you guys, especially if you're in the, like, makeup-ish community, you probably, like, saw all these, like, other YouTube accounts, like, bashing each other, like, hardcore. There's been so much drama, and I follow these guys on Twitter because at first, the videos were hilarious. They were, like, trying to expose these, you know, big-time beauty gurus, this and that, for, you know, not appreciating makeup that they were given on their PR list, or just being, like, snobby in general. And at first, they were hilarious. But now it's to the point to where they are, like, I don't know. I mean, we don't know. That's the problem. Like, we don't know if it's made up. And that's just the issue. Like, we don't know the truth. I mean, like, I know these exposing channels, there's so many, like, stuff out there, like Photoshop and, you know, this and that can change so many different, like, documents. It can look forged, this and that. So a lot of it can be just completely fake, and that beauty guru is completely innocent. But it was funny, like, to watch this certain person and his personality. Like, he is so funny. But it's to the point now, like, people are getting really rude and, like, purposely trying to ruin other people's careers and just ultimately their lives. And that was just really, really just, I don't know. Like, I don't like that. And I know, like, I haven't been on YouTube very long, but from what I've read and from what other YouTubers have said, it didn't used to be like that. Like, people were very supportive, and they didn't go around making accounts to bash one another. So, it just makes me wonder, like, what's the point of making an account to purposely hurt the other person? And yeah, it was funny at first to me because I'm on the outside looking in. Like, they're not making fun of me. They don't even know I exist. So yeah, of course I'm going to think it's funny. But then it made me think, like, one of these days, if my channel does become, like, really big, and, you know, what if I'm part of those scandals? Like, what if they are making up stuff about me that's not true? Or if something I said is, like, completely taken out of context, which happens to me a lot anyway because I have a big mouth. I mean, you can't escape. But it made me really think, like, that could be me. And the only funny part about this whole situation is the fact that these drama channels are, like, attacking one another instead of the beauty gurus. Like, and it was so funny to watch because it was like, I thought you guys are dissing the beauty gurus, but now you're dissing yourselves. I don't know. It was kind of funny, but kind of not in the same way, you know? The eyeshadow that I'm going to be using is 334. I'm getting Sunburned. This was the lightest that they had, and I am so worried about it because they're super, super dark. For me. Like, I'm fair complected, so I feel like this is going to be way too dark. It's their colors. Isn't that crazy? Like, how pigmented that is? I did not expect that whatsoever. Wow. I don't even know how I'm going to go about this because these are dark. Too dark for me. I mean, it's called I'm Getting Sunburned, but this is going to look like I walked through a forest fire. Yikes, that is dark. Okay, guys, so that little mini palette of a thing is way, way too dark for me. I had to, like, go in super, super light because it's not going to work for my complexion. And honestly, I don't like these colors together. Like, the formula itself is nice. They're nice, like, and creamy. They're not powdery because I hate powdery eyeshadows. But this one is just not going to work for me. No, no, no. I'm going to go ahead and go into the Wet n Wild highlighting powder. This one is in Precious Petals. So I'm going to try that on my eyelid just to kind of give it a little bit more. And that helped a little bit, but I still don't feel like it did much of anything, honestly. So eyeshadow is a no-go on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do my lashes. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Max Fanatic Cat Eye Mascara. I have never used a Wet n Wild mascara before ever, so I'm going to try this one out. Wow, I really, really like the, I guess I can take my hair down. Frylock's asleep on me, guys.
Frylock in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. And when the bow breaks, the cradle will fall. Then rock-a-bye lizard in the treetop.
I really, really like the mascara. That's pretty good. I don't know if I like it as much as the Maybelline Lash Sensation, but it's a little too early to tell. But so far, I really, really like it. And I'm actually really surprised because it was literally like $2 compared to the Maybelline Lash Sensation, which is like, I don't know, close to 10. So now I am going to use the Wet n Wild's Catsuit, what was this again? Liquid Matte Lipstick. This one is in Nudist Peach. Like, I just love peaches. Peaches, anything, right? You love peaches. Last but not least, my favorite part of this whole shebang is the highlight. This is the one that I used on my eyelids. Ooh. Ah. And before I forget, real super quick, I have the MegaGlo Mega Liner. I'm not going to do a wing liner. I'm just going to kind of go in and tightline my eyes just a teensy. Lastly, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Vaporizer Dip. Oh, there's the English side. Oops. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't ever let me go. Don't ever let me go. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. I hope that you guys found this tutorial of a thing helpful. I know it was super quick, my first impressions, but everything will be linked down below and an asterisk beside the things that I absolutely love. The rest, I'm still kind of on the fence about. Always don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can get more videos like this. Thank you so much again for watching my video. See ya. Bye.